Hello,
Good
everyone.
evening. Oh, sorry.
Oh, whoops.
Go ahead, Ali.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. If you're in the time zone that's probably watching this, which is Europe. I'm aliossz. I'm joined by TN, who's my fellow caster for this one, and Dan, who's going to be observing for us. We have DoubleCross versus Valhalla Esports for the lower bracket finals, which is going to determine who makes it to the grand finals. And that game will probably happen sometime next week.
So, a little bit of information before we get into the map bans as the teams are getting ready for it. So, last week we saw Metasport beat DoubleCross 2-1. It was very intense. We had some cute little highlights, especially I can't remember who it was. I think it was Rinky maybe that did a one tap through the floor by accident.
Oh man.
it was a fun one. So Valhalla's performance has been okayish since the start of this season. Well, they got I think they got a forfeit from Order and Chaos. They got beaten by DoubleCross in the first round of winners bracket, and I think they got another forfeit from Order and Chaos in the lower bracket round 2. And in lower bracket round 3, they beat Seekers, which is Seekers is a very strong team. They completely deleted Team ADC. That was basically a rebrand of Team Ryan from last season, the team that beat Metasport in the finals, with I think 1 or 2 new players. And when a team does that, they're strong. And even Metasport themselves struggled against Seekers in winners bracket round 1, but after Seekers eliminated Ionized Esports in lower bracket round 2, they lost to Valhalla in lower bracket round 3, which is quite interesting to me, because that's not something you see every day.
Nope.
Valhalla wasn't really at the level to beat Seekers before that, but I guess they caught up. And that makes it so that tonight we don't really know who's going to be the team that goes into the grand final. It's not really that easy to predict this time.
I agree.
So let's see. Yeah, the map bans have already started out. We are seeing a coastline ban from DoubleCross at first, and then a chalet ban from Valhalla. I think they saw the last week's game on chalet, and they know how prepared DoubleCross is on that map. Then DoubleCross picked Villa, Valhalla picked Clubhouse. I think Clubhouse is also one of DoubleCross's better maps. And then the next ban that we got was, I believe, Oregon by DoubleCross. Now we're getting into the last ban, which I believe is going to be by Valhalla, and that will also tell us which map is going to be the decider. It's between Consulate and Cafe. Both of them are relatively overplayed.
Should be Bank, not Consulate. Consulate's out of the map.
Well, we're still continuing with the last season's rules
sense.
just to finish this one.
All right, yeah. So
it's also actually the same for the NA side, just to finish it up and then start with the new rules for the next season.
In my defense, my team got first rounded, so I haven't had to pay attention.
It wasn't actually the first round. You got, I think, 2 forfeits. Then
no, we lost to Quadic. And then, actually, yeah, did we win with some forfeits? No, we did win with a bunch of forfeits, and then we played Thiessen.
To be honest, I can't remember.
That game was interesting. We had to rehearse
actually, we have it right here. Yeah, you lost to Twisted Sin, but
Man.
You got a forfeit from Paradigm. You also
We were Paradigm.
sorry, yeah, from Odyssey. My bad. You got a forfeit
Yep.
from Odyssey.
Yes, they disbanded.
Yeah,
Man.
they disbanded, and
That was
you did lose to Aquatic. So I think it was one loss, then one forfeit win, and then another loss, which got Paradigm eliminated.
yeah. That is that team had an interesting history.
Well, let's not get too far into the NA side. We're here for EU tonight. We have well, the first map is obviously going to be Villa, and we have DoubleCross on attack. They chose the side, so they chose to be on attack, which is quite interesting. On Clubhouse, however, Valhalla chose the side, and they chose to be on attack. Well, in a game like Siege, you always think, okay, so defense is usually more on the
Yeah.
more on the advantageous side
What's been very
overall.
interesting to me is that looking at a lot of the NA stuff from what I recall, it's been very typical, like, defense wins most of the time. But in the EU stuff I've watched, the attack has been really, really good. Like when I was keeping track of Oregon on the last DoubleCross game versus Metasport. On Oregon, I think it was like 7 or 8 of like the 10-something rounds that were played were won on attack.
True.
These teams all look like it
Actually,
looks to me like they're
both
very, very
teams
prepared for
won
attack.
too many rounds on attack in comparison to defense.
Right, like it was very kind of skewed in the opposite direction that you'd think it would be. So I'm wondering if either they're kind of thinking like, let's get the hard side out of the way first, and then we'll have an easier time on defense, or they might be thinking, we're really good at attack. We demonstrated against Metasport, who are, from what I recall, the projected champions for this season. You know, we should have no problem playing attack.
Yeah, that is some great insight. For the last map, we're gonna see Valhalla on defense and DoubleCross on attack, and it's gonna be Consulate. I personally want this game to go to Game 3 because I haven't seen Consulate be played for a good bit of time. From what I've watched personally, I think I haven't seen Consulate be played in a competitive match since the Mexico Major. I don't watch too much competitive games, so that could just be me. But
What was the question?
A lot of people hate it. A lot of people hate Consulate. So it wasn't actually a question. It's just that I wanted to go to Game 3 so I can see Consulate.
Yeah, so Consulate is a map that is very, very overplayed and is kind of like LatAm's playground right now, or it was when it was in the map pool. Like whenever I was watching SI with my friends, something that would always be said was, why the hell did you bring ex-LatAm Consulate? That is a death sentence, because it really was. That Consulate lends itself very well to the kind of LatAm play style where you just kind of take any gunfight that they'll give you.
True.
And it was kind of it was kind of like old Oregon, where it wasn't bad, just very stale. It's been in the map pool for a long time. Everyone's played it to death. So,
yeah, I believe the teams are ready. But one thing I have to say before we move on, I'd say one thing that I really want to see, that I've only seen it like in the, again, Mexico Major, is I want to see a smoke ban somewhere. It's gonna make everything really, really, really interesting.
Right,
because
if they do it, then that's like one of Ethan's signature operators, though. So, like, come on, man.
I want to see some challenge, you know. I want to see teams go through some challenges. Everyone has smoke in their defenses. Chunky's not the same. You have to know the arcs of the grenade that you're throwing. it's just
mean,
too much work in
I
comparison.
agree, but so in my opinion, Chunky is like Ace versus Hibana. Like functionally, they do the same thing. They're just different flavors of the same thing.
I guess. One's significantly better, but
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you, but
on either side, but
just gotta depends on the situation, in my opinion. But the players are ready. You're probably tired of hearing us talk about our friend Chunky.
yeah. Well, we're just gonna get right into the game. It's gonna be a Villa attack for DoubleCross and a defense for Valhalla, and see how it goes.
So we're gonna get into operator bans here pretty soon. I'm really interested to see what we're gonna get out of this, because it could be the same thing we were newest to, which it is so far. Thatcher being banned, he is this signature ban right now. He messes up a lot of defense strategies, but he's also kind of starting to become a wasted ban in my opinion, because everyone can play without him at this point. Then we have Jackal bans, which means that DoubleCross are probably going to want to do a decent bit of roaming. They're probably going to want to play really, really aggressively, because that's typically the type of team that dislikes Jackal. We're going to get DoubleCross's defense ban here pretty soon, which is going to be Mira. Mira's a really good operator for the top floor sites on this map, Aviator games especially. It's very hard to deal with on attack, so they're just going to want to get that out of the way for the next 6 rounds. Then for Valhalla's last man, we're going to get Maestro, which is not something that you typically see on this map. A lot of people just kind of leave him up and ban like a Valkyrie or something, or maybe even a Pulse. So that's probably the most unique thing out of this.
Okay, so the Maestro ban is the one that interests me personally.
Me too.
On Villa, we see Maestro be played quite a bit, and well, we're not gonna see him get played anymore. So that's gonna be a big one. Oh, we're seeing both shield operators get 6th picked.
Good.
Fun fact is that, well, Legion obviously counters Monty. So basically, by baiting the Monty, DoubleCross made sure that Valhalla is going to be losing one of their key parts of their strategy, which I'm assuming Clash would be one of their key operators to play. So we'll just have to see how it pans out.
So looks like, judging by where the Mozzie is placing his pest, they're probably going to be doing an extension over onto the trophy statue side, which is something that's fairly common, it's fairly popular. As it gives the attackers one more thing that they have to clear if they want to go through that side of the map. So, in a sec, we're going to see how DoubleCross want to take this. It looks like from that repel, they might want to go to statue side, which is a pretty typical attack for this site. So, Tian, you'll have to help me jog my memory. Did we see Ethan on Ash last time?
My memory is not that great either, but I think we might have a few times probably. I mean, Suki was mostly on Yana last time as well, but we'll just have to go off of my terrible working memory.
Because if that is a change, that's a very interesting adaptation. Because I think it was, if I recall, he was more of like flex last time. So he's pulling a Kino, just going from support to entry.
Actually,
it looks
Smarts almost killed himself with the nade.
I recommend against doing that, speaking from experience.
If we're gonna talk experience, I'm like I'm like 90 years old and self-nading.
I have watched. It's pretty entertaining. So
Ooh.
Ethan, ooh, nice shot from.
Zephyr.
Okay, Zephyr, thank you. Nice shot from Zephyr. He's just harassing them with the TSCSG, which just, rather than going burr, it's like burr, 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 burr in my experience. Especially with the way he's using it, but that is a really nice shot, and Ethan is really good pick. But we're gonna get a refrag onto Rouge from Suki, so mankind even out. Neither side really losing an operator that's that valuable, in my opinion. So pretty equal trade. No, DoubleCross only has about 50 seconds left to make this work, and there's still smoke on the board. They can waste about 20 more seconds. About
Thomas
10 more now.
almost just got himself killed.
Almost. He's gonna really try and contest the story. Might try and just, you know, do some Kino things and hang around it with a shotgun. And then now that we're only... So Zephyr is picked off as well by Suki, which is a really good pick.
And another pick from Suki.
He gets Meme Monkey. So,
okay.
This is, time-wise, this is in the favor of Valhalla, man advantage-wise. Actually, it's, yeah, so this is a really good situation if you are in that. Before I can finish my sentence...
They just don't let you talk, do they?
They don't, because like I'm thinking, okay, you know, this is gonna be like where they're slowed down by the smoke, you know, maybe they're gonna have trouble getting them out of the corner with a shotgun, then Hamad's like, no! You leave when I say so.
Well, I think that was personally, I think that was a misplay by Thomas. He should have gotten back to the site as soon as they dropped down to 3. Could have probably taken the fight and taken Suki by surprise on 90 long hallway, but yeah.
So I think that he was probably like hoping that the Hibana would jump in the study window. Because if she jumped in the study window, he had like, because you saw he had the shotgun out. If he hopped in the study door, like he would have killed her, no problem. But because she went in, I think it was the window instead. She was too far away to get for the shotgun to one pump, and in the time we had to like rack out of the shell, she shot him.
I did see Thomas hit the Hibana with one shotgun shell that did like 40 damage or
yeah. So
damage.
like it would have been a good play if like it was more of a poor read than a misplay in my opinion, because he tried to do something that was fairly smart. It just didn't end up going his way when Lumen didn't do what he thought.
I agree. Well, one thing that I always like to ask everyone that I cast with, what are your thoughts on the MPX?
I really like it. It's a headshot machine. As long as you have like aim above that of a legitimate silver, you should be fine.
True.
So we're gonna actually Monkey going for a super aggressive play here, but it looks like they've read into it. Gonna get Suki though, which is a huge pick off the board. That's a lot of intel as well as the best fragger off of DoubleCross Scott. So they're gonna try and work hard to dislodge him from this position.
I was gonna say he could get shot from that drone hole, but he just gets himself killed, I guess. Oh, what a C4 by Ruse there, taking out Ethan. Okay, putting his team in an advantageous position.
That is an excellent 2-for-1 trade there. So they get Suki, who's just an amazing player in general, but then the Yana also brings a ton of utility with the frag grenades and the essentially free drone she has. And then Ethan gets the refrag, but then he's immediately picked up, which means all the soft destruction lies in the hands of the sledge, as well as the entries are dead. So you're going to be relying on the supports and the flexes to do the entry fragging now, and they're really not going to be able to drone as much just because of the lack of manpower. So now utilities being rotated to defend, what's it called? Defend from the trophy side attack, and looks like Zephyr is going to be trying to play the long angle from inside of study by the hatch onto couches with 2x on the TCSG, which, you know, not a bad idea. So that shield is going to give them, that shield that Havana is looking at is going to give them a ton of issues just because the only thing they have to clear it is a singular nade from Sledge, which they don't have anymore because Zephyr gets it. But then Lemmy gets to refrag onto Ruse with a hell of a shot. Seal also pitches in, gets Zephyr. So now it's an even man count, but Hibana is basically dead. It won't take much to take her down. So now she actually is in the one pump. So now actually, the one pump from the shotgun will probably work from just about any range, and the MPX can kill him with body shots. So they're gonna try and attack into games, but the smoke is going to give them a hard time. And yep.
Yeah, Rush with the rotate through study. Joins into the fight on 90 long hallway and takes out the last remaining player on the side of DoubleCross. Takes round for his team. That was an interesting one. Good early advantage that Meme Monkey got for his team, and then also I think it was it Rush with the Melusi C4 from below.
No,
that was a pretty good one.
I want to say that was Ruse.
Ruse was
Yes.
on the Valkyrie.
No, that was Rush on the Valkyrie, I believe.
Okay.
So, but that very aggressive early play really probably shouldn't have worked out because they knew he was there, and it looked like Suki had just repelled up from like onto the balcony as he was being peeked by the Igor. So a bit of miscommunication, or a bit of a misread there, which cost them the early man advantage. And then Ruse capitalizes with a C4. So we're gonna go to Statue Trophy now, which is the typical secondary site for this map, although sometimes it's the tertiary site, with Kitchen being the secondary. And they're gonna do an extension over onto the side of Study, which is pretty typical for this map, I would say. It's growing more popular, as that kind of intake is growing very popular, and this is a very good way to counter.
One thing that we barely ever see is a full commitment into the trophy side when the site is Aviator. That's because I believe there would be a need for too much utility to be dumped into trophy and statuary to actually hold that area properly. I apologize for that motorcycle. That guy is a bad person. It's 9:50 p.m. and there's a guy with a motorcycle just.
I'm not laughing at that. I like the pause, and then that guy's a bad person.
Yeah, I was about to say something else, but
So,
we gotta keep it PG, you know.
we gotta. So it looks like DoubleCross have opted not to play into the AV side setup, which is probably a pretty good idea. And so they're gonna clear from below and just get the bucket and have him wreak havoc on the site, and then once that's accomplished, they're gonna try and get the wall open, and then probably plant statue. Although getting the wall open might be a bit of a chore, just because Mai has a ton of impact charcoal set up, and he's gonna do his best to keep them from opening that wall. Meme Monkey looks like he's wanting to get aggressive onto the player in Memo, which might not be a bad idea with how it went last time, but they're going to be expecting that kind of aggression now. They probably will prepare for it, and it looks like they have an inkling that he is there.
Yeah, Smarts is prepared to get pushed, so we're actually seeing a bunch of the new skins on the players of Valhalla. I like them.
I agree. You can buy them for, what was it, like 300 or 6 credits a piece?
I think so, yeah.
So, Lumineon gets Stefan, which is a good pick. Then a fairly much launch of players, as well as that is the entirety of the impact nades gone from the side of Valhalla. And Seal pitches in and gets Thomas as well. That's the knock utility off the board. That's very influential utility late round.
Seal is
So
standing very close to the Goyo, flashes him, runs in, and he gets shot by Ruse. Tsuki takes out Ruse, and Lumen takes out Mean Monkey. Now it's all down to Rush, running around in the site, killed the diffuser. One more second, and he would have had the round for his team, but he's just not allowed to do that. Ethan says no.
typically what he does.
He just says no.
No.
That's his entire function in his team. He just says no.
I mean, that's what the Ash does. Like, the Rummers say, hey, I'm going to hold this room. The Ash says, no.
It's like that.
Unless, of course.
That kid, the meme. No. He says it like that. I don't know if others can get the reference, but it's one of the stuff that if you're the type of person who spends 3 hours on YouTube when you try to watch one video. So
Yeah, but I
if
find
you're
things like a gecko screaming.
that is also true. But if you're mentally healthy and you're able to stop yourself from doing things that are not good, you shouldn't know what this means.
I'm inclined to agree. So, Valhalla is, they're sticking to their guns with the sites they're losing, which is really something that just kind of depends on the team. Some teams will just, like, rotate through all the sites when they start losing them. Other teams will stick with them. It looks like they're not committing as hard to the steady side hold this time with how it was pushed last time. They're just going to barricade some things up, but they haven't reinforced anything yet, at least as far as I can see. Okay, they have. I'm just blind. Let me just clean my glasses real quick. And then actually wear them. So
I just noticed that the Cyclops skin on Mozzie's Rooney is very similar to the SSG Scout Blood in the Water for CSGO.
Just
Sorry, just
this is
popped out of my head.
Come on, we're casting Rainbow Six. We're not casting a good game. Come on. So it looks like I think it's the Jaeger. Yeah, the Jaeger's going to be playing more aggressively on the kitchen side. He's riding in dining or China right now. My apologies, but they know he's there, I believe. But
actually, the drone hadn't reached him yet. It just did, and he's running away, and he gets shut down by Smarts. That was very anticlimactic. He just ran out the door and got shot.
Because after on 2, I think they're expecting him to do the dumb aggressive things. Or dumb is kind of the wrong word. They're expecting him to be very, very aggressive on them. And so they're going to try and prepare for it now, which is, I think, what they needed to do in that round. So they have the low clear. Or mostly clear, except for the Mozzie, but the Mozzie isn't really end. You can cut off the rotates if they want to rotate, like, up red or something, but you can't do much else.
Okay, Lumen just takes Zephyr out, and Ruse is trying to get in through that hole, and he just does that, and he gets shot by Smarts.
So that's
that was a good plan by Smarts. Make it inaccessible, and just
I mute myself. I blow my nose, and then 4 people are dead. all of them from one team, by the way. Might I add. So now Rooney's below, but given that she doesn't have a C4, and that voice crack, given that she doesn't have C4, she's not going to do too much in that here. But they know where she is now, so they're just going to go harass her. Maybe they're going to give her some
not a headshot?
Oh!
What a flick! Oh my god!
That is a flick and a half. Excellent.
Your scream startled me, man. I saw it happen, but I still got startled. What a flick that was, though.
That was
Seeing some nice plays there.
Still,
a Still, the even with that nice flick, we're not gonna see the round go
Nope.
to Valhalla. It's a 1v5. What do you expect? It's just
Yeah.
one person with a Ronin.
It's a 1v5 where
I mean, it's possible.
He's in a very
It's
non-advantageous position as well.
still she has a Roni, so
She does have the Roni, but
Rooney with the Roni.
yeah, a Roni.
But
Is Thunderbird?
Thunderbird is
wouldn't
not
be.
allowed.
Okay.
No, it's
Darn.
yeah. We're still going with the last season rules.
Man,
If we wanted to allow
see
Thunderbird,
Bank.
we would have. Yeah, we're gonna see it next season. We're gonna see a lot of Bank next season, I believe. It's actually a really, really decent map. We're not gonna have a Cali or a what's his name, Glaz, just sitting on top of the.
Yeah, we are.
God damn it! What's it called?
Parking garage.
Parking garage. Yeah, we're gonna see somebody rappelling on the main door, like windows at the top, because there's actually a really nice angle that
me.
that actually can shoot into the. Do you remember? Okay, so you know where Banana is, right?
Yes.
On the second floor.
Yes.
It extends into a very narrow hallway, and on that hallway there's two windows, and when you go further in, there's the big, I think it's called CEO room,
Yes.
where it has the other two windows. So from the window on the top of the main door, you can actually shoot through those two windows. And that's, I think that's okay. Thomas just killed Suki.
Me, Monkey, and Thomas have just switched operators. And it looks like it's paying off, as Thomas just big brains everyone. Your vert play gone, and actually not the best fragger on your team gone because Lumen exists. I take that back. So that's a really good pick.
Still though, that's a two-man disadvantage. But we've seen DoubleCross come back from this actually. Multiple times throughout the league. Well, not in this game just yet, but multiple times throughout the league.
Ethan's just a gunner, bro. Now
and
that
Lumen.
I have... And Lumen. Just this... I want to see what happens. Okay, nothing happens.
Ooh.
Just a wasted C4, but... Wait, how are they planting? You what?
Wait, Ethan just took the site. What? Okay, this is planted. What? Ethan popping off takes a double kill there. Last player pushing up from the main stairs.
Am I watching Exit right now?
I don't know. This just went out of hand. I don't know.
So
okay, Ruse pushes up and takes Ethan.
They still have Seal in a fairly good spot. So they still have Seal and Lumen in pretty good spots. But Lumen's on super low HP, and he's not going to be able to get this because of the thing.
Oh, he didn't have enough HP to run through it and just kill the guy.
So
that's unfortunate.
What?
This could have gone better.
What was that round?
Wait, what? Oh no, it did go to Valhalla. For a second, I thought it went to DoubleCross.
Man,
it was an interesting one. It was a good comeback by DoubleCross, but Valhalla kind of cleaned up their own mess, I guess.
Looks like we're gonna have a pause here in a sec.
All right, it looks like Valhalla is going to be using. Well, sorry, not Valhalla. DoubleCross is going to be using.
So it's a technical pause.
Yeah, still technical, tactical. It's gonna cost them.
It's gonna cost you, boy. So, I want to know, just like, so for the team that I'm probably going to be on, I'm one of the IGLs. Just from that perspective, I want to know what happened.
We're gonna have to ask them after the game, after the match. I mean,
There's this kind of thing where after the game, I'm just like, guys, what the word I can't say because we're on stream just happened to the site.
Well, they just ran in, planted, took the opportunity, but then they couldn't hold it. Even though Ethan popped off, and so did Lumen as well. But
Was the
if
thing
we
that
could get a look
happens?
at the scoreboard for a couple seconds, yeah, Lumen is just going crazy. But Valhalla
Lumen.
is not that far off, to be honest.
Lumen has a rating of
in
2.08 right
general,
now.
yeah, that's a pretty big rating.
He also
For
has a better KD than the entry fraggers. 100% cost as well.
So one thing that is really interesting is that other than Smarts, which is the highest ranked player of the lobby right now, everyone on the side of DoubleCross has a higher rating than literally everyone on the side of Valhalla.
Yeah.
That's not something you want to see.
Nope. Especially when one of the I mean, on the bright side though, Zephin with his 0.5 rating playing Ella, he's doing a really good impression of the randoms in my ranked games. So applause to him.
It's just probably they might be just saving strats, you know. Actually,
They
it's not their map choice, so that could be also the reason. Wow, they just went and got a new mic.
just gotta
The
go to like Walmart, spend like actually, do they have Walmarts in Europe? So,
I don't know. I don't live in Europe.
neither do I. That's the problem.
Dan, can you confirm? Does Walmart exist in Europe? Okay, Dan says he doesn't think so. So
So
they just probably like uh ran to the nearest like hardware shop, like computer hardware shop, and just grabbed the first available mic and got back in here.
yeah.
One thing with European cities is that like instead of seeing houses bundled up like the way you see it in America, it's more of a okay. So there's like streets, there's houses in it, shops in it, everything. It's less like there's like areas that are just very very commercial, and it has
No,
like all the shops and stuff.
dude, in North America, if it's not commercialized, it's very rare. I'm pretty sure my thoughts are commercialized at this point. They're sponsored by like Amazon or something.
Well, yeah. So you just see like bundles of houses with a bunch of stores in between. So
Yeah.
that's why you can just pop out of the house, get a mic, get back in the house, and continue playing your competitive league game or tournament technically because it's elimination. Ethan's gonna walk up to
Oh,
that vigil, but
why are you
unfortunate, and
sprinting,
gets
Bio?
refragged.
So that's actually a solid trade. I mean, you're losing Ethan, who's really good, but the Vigil is a really good source of just
Confusion.
wasting time.
Yeah,
You waste time because you can't drone him properly, and because he's off the board now, they're gonna have an easier time droning because they're not gonna have the Vigil wiggles.
that is true.
It's interesting how they're doing a completely vertical or horizontal take from the looks of it, which isn't typical for this site. Normally, you would take the top floor and then use a sledge or buck in this case to like pound on the walls. Not the
They
walls,
actually
the
have a
ceiling.
drone. They actually have a drone on site, which is really really useful.
Just a bit. So I wonder if the mute's gonna go above and try and use a shotgun to harass them. Although it looks like he's just gonna kind of stick in bikes, which if someone just kind of sprays through the window will be a bad time for him.
Not only the window, they could just spray him through that wooden piece on the stairs, on the red stairs. So yeah, it would be a bad time for him either way. Looks like Seal's gonna break the, not break. I mean, block the roam from the hatch in study, and Smarts is peeking the second floor hole in like the top of the red hallway.
It looks like they're wary of vert play coming at them, but they're not clearing it. So they've gotten kind of stalled out here. Rush is going to be tagged up by someone in Memo. One of the 8 people in Memo, but they're not going to notice him make the hole. He's going to get Suki, then Seal's going to get the refrag onto him, then Smarts is going to kill Meme Monkey. Do they have anyone else in sight? No, they do not. They have an Ella, who I think has the shotgun, who is dead now because Lumen is a gunner. Now, do they know that Thomas is in Memo here?
I think they do.
Well,
they were ready for it. And, well, yeah, as soon as he started shooting, they definitely knew.
So, if they'd been able to hold the diffuser plant in the last AV defense, this would be a 5-1-1/2.
Yeah, that is true. If they did hold the defense, hold the host plant well, but they couldn't.
I've been informed by Kilo Nova 21 on the chat that they do have a Walmart equivalent in the UK. I don't know where these teams are from, but there you go.
Walmart equivalent, so not Walmart. Still
Walmart
not
with an
Walmart.
asterisk.
Walmart with 2 dots on top of the A.
Exactly. Walmart. I don't know what that accent was. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna do it.
I don't know how you pronounce an A with 2 dots on top of it.
With difficulty.
Well, we're going into the second half, and DoubleCross is going to be finally on the defense. Now, again, this is their map, and they were more confident on the attack, which they did show by winning it 4-2. Now, if they are as confident on the defense, well, if they were as confident on the defense, they would have picked defense first. So we'll just have to see how this plays out. Seal is putting a few too many bullets into those windows to break them. That could break the barricade. That could just do the opposite of what you want to do.
Nah, bro. He's gonna seal the victory. It's okay. This team has a lot of smarts, after all.
You should probably ask your girlfriend to take a pregnancy test.
I play competitive Rainbow Six Siege, man. I don't have one. It's cool.
Ask your teammates to take a pregnancy test.
What?
Nothing.
So now that we're done with whatever the hell that conversation was, we're gonna see Valhalla go onto their attacking side. I'm hoping their attacking side is better than the defense side. I mean, they chose attack on Clubhouse, so I'm guessing it is. But we'll have to see what kind of magic is gonna be pulled out by DoubleCross on the defense.
But it does look like there is almost no roam presence on the north side of the map, so they're pretty much just gonna straight up take it. Why can't we see what Pulse is seeing? Actually, I'm just not gonna question it. It's Siege, you know. It's Siege.
Spectating's whack, yo.
Okay, what is Roost doing? How did Meme Monkey take damage from that? That was weird. Okay, Smarts takes out Rush and puts Valhalla at a disadvantage early on. Well, not early on, halfway through the run, actually.
That was their statistical best player as well.
That is true. Well, Ruse is pretty much at the same... Actually, Ruse has better stats. He has 1 additional assist.
But now Ruse is the most assist. Word. Oh, and
Ooh, Suki goes down to a grenade.
Suki's
That
down,
is-
but they can bait this. It looks like yeah, they're trying to bait this. They're gonna use utility to get their guy up. Pretty big brain. Those
Doesn't
FN
look like there's anyone present in the side other than the Mozzie peeking from Study, which, well, he takes out Zephyr very quickly.
Zeppin was not watching the next logical place to get peeked from.
That is true. And that is also not only true, but very unfortunate.
So Thomas is gonna go down below because they probably have some C4s down below that they're. Yep. So that's the pulse off the board. That's a lot of your information gone, which is not what you want, but there's only like 5 seconds left, and they have to get smarts, which they're not going to because he is smarts.
Oof. What a gunner Smarts was right there. I think he went back a good bit of
Getting the BM in the chat, boys. Let's go.
get the toxicity flowing.
Yeah,
Ooh,
baby.
the burn from Rune.
Why you talk so much?
Okay. Should we give them a team warning from that? Or player warning? Just a player warning.
It's not really. I've seen worse things
The
said in Pro League.
Did you see that one?
I did in fact see that one.
All right, just because of the boof, we're gonna forgive that.
Fair enough.
If you don't know, guys, in the chat, me and aliossz were both league admins as well.
Yes.
So, seeing this kind of behavior, we can just
Mari, no. Damn it, man.
Oh man, Walmarten.
For context, everyone, that's one of my good friends that I play Rainbow Six with sometimes when he relapses and goes back to his drug addiction and plays the game with me. But DoubleCross are 2 rounds away from taking this home, so they're actually gonna do what's becoming a fairly popular site rotation and do kitchen second.
So they're not going to go to trophy, it looks like. But they do have... I think they have vertical presence, I'm not sure.
I would imagine they do. Yeah.
There's Ethan in there. There's also Suki in there, so
Ethan isn't playing the smoke this time. Which is the defense operator that I'm used to seeing him play. We're gonna have, it looks like, the Nomad entry behind the Yana, which I dig.
pretty much
Pretty
much any entry behind the Yana, we love to see it.
Yana's very good for like getting like free trades essentially.
Actually, that was the first thing that I did with Yana when she came out. I had the year pass. Like the first week, as she came out, what I did was that I basically... Ooh, that's a tight angle from Ruse, doing a lot of damage to Ethan. Ethan backs off from that position, possibly going to drop off soon. Nade comes out, she is dead, or he is dead, basically.
Goodbye, Ethan. So
Goodbye,
long.
Ethan.
Good night.
You can't say no anymore.
Nope. He was the one who got told no.
Yeah, exactly.
So, looks like they're gonna drop the top floor presence, but they wasted a decent amount of time, but they did lose a Nitro Cell, which isn't what you want, although Rush is gonna get
Smarts with the trade, takes out Rush.
That's really good vertical play to, like, not have to deal with. So that's a really good pick from them. They still have a Nitro Cell, actually 2 Nitro Cells on the board as well, with the Pulse. So, it's what you love to see. They're going to be limited to breach charges from the Ash.
Meme Monkey actually read that C4 perfectly. Opened the floor, backed off, waited for a C4 to pop, and came back and watched the holes. Actually, that pulse just gave them a free hole, basically. Sorry, that came out.
Reverse, the reverse. That's the word. Lumen is getting... Oh, I love this route spot. I love a good route spot. So if this works, which it might, Suki gets Mean Monkey. It doesn't look like they know he's here. If he's not flashed by this, that is the Nomad dead. So that's really good pick from him. Although they know he's here now, so they're not just gonna let him get out. They're gonna try and kill him, but no one is making the first move.
All right, Suki takes out Ruse. It's all down to Thomas. Thomas takes out Seal. It's down to a 1v2, which it's another rat spot by Lumen, and Lumen, well, finishes him off.
That is map points for DoubleCross.
Yep, we're gonna see the map point round now.
They're gonna go for the world record any percent glitchless speedrun.
It wasn't a glitchless speedrun. Let's be real.
You know what? That's fair enough.
It had some glitches. Trying to think of one of those glitches. Oh, the round that they failed to do post plant. It was just a throw after throw. Valhalla threw. Sorry, well, first DoubleCross threw two of their players. Then Valhalla threw. It went down to a 2v2. Then Ruse cleaned it up.
I think I like Smarts with the smartest six pick on the board right now with Malusi and Malusi.
I mean, you gotta give him props for confusion.
Exactly. So,
if you could actually like see which operator is getting sixth picked, that would be like huge. Like, okay, so the game would tell you this operator is getting sixth picked to an unknown operator. Well, that would be huge.
It would be really interesting.
And people would just sixth pick to the same operator, like if it's like a key pick.
I mean, really, you should be using six pick every round because it's free and you can like mind games your opponent.
That is true.
It's if you've ever been on a team with me, you have heard me yell at you to six pick at some point.
I think I heard you yell at the Paradigm players to sixth pick.
You actually, yes, you did sit in on one of our scrims at one point, and that was one of the things that I did. I think it was when I was like basically the coach as well, so I'd talk to them between rounds during scrims and like call them mean things, like the smoke player. So
what
Rush
is that drone toss?
Was
he trying to get it through the floor?
It's trying to form like
phase his drone,
like the glitches in the Super Mario Odyssey speedruns.
Yeah, portal speedruns. Those are the best ones.
The one with the boat.
Oh god. The one with the clock, actually, the Portal 1 speedrun with the clock. He uses the clock to phase through the walls and just finishes like one of the levels immediately as he enters it.
So DoubleCross is really itching to try to get into that room and shoot some dudes in the face. I don't know if they're gonna go for it.
Damage from the buck actually, but he backs off into a place that has a hard floor. Looks like Seal and Smarts are trying to push into the location of the attackers at the bottom floor, but they are very cautious as they're kind of expecting Valhalla to expect it. And Seal is actually trying to attract some attention, bait someone into peeking the red stairs. Ooh, Suki with the headshot on Thomas. That's a quick one.
Suki goat. So
Suki's goated all the time. Like,
I mean, they have Lumen, who's 11-2, and Suki, who's 9-4. And then Valhalla has Mean Monkey, who's 1-7.
I think the only thing Valhalla's really lacking is frag potential. They're doing all right, but okay, Lumen goes down. It's down to 2v2. Now Zephin is the last one remaining, and
That
Ethan
is
takes him
map
out as
one.
well.
So
Yeah, that is map 1.
So the thing is that, like, even the players like Seal and Ethan that aren't like going nuclear, they're still bullying the Valhalla players.
That is true. If we could see the ratings thingy, yeah. See, everyone on the side of DoubleCross is completely above everyone on Valhalla, even the bottom player. That would be Smarts. He actually popped off 1 round, and that was enough to put his ratings way up.
So after that, Tien, do you think we're getting a map 3?
I don't know. I don't think so, but again, this is a Valhalla map. They chose this map, but it's also a DoubleCross map. We've seen DoubleCross do good on here. Actually, not in the UGL, but I think I casted the game that they did good on it. I think it was in the Bandit Leagues. I've seen them play on the Clubhouse, but we don't know. I haven't seen Valhalla play on Clubhouse. That's it. So we'll need to see. That's the map that Valhalla picked. So I still want to see a map 3.
I do as well, but at the same time, I'm not sure if we're gonna get it after that last one, because that wasn't like convincing, as in like a 7-3 or 7-4 or 7-5, where like you.
Yeah, that is true.
Like there wasn't really a fight most rounds, and like even like on one half of the rounds that Valhalla won, it was more a fluke. Like, so they just gave up the site with a huge man advantage, which then turned into a 3v3, and then they won it by a fluke.
That is true. Valhalla basically, I guess I could say the only reason that they actually won would be because DoubleCross made mistakes. So there is a possibility that we see a 7-0 on this map, because again, as I said, it's still a good DoubleCross map, but it is Valhalla's pick. So we'll have to see what happens after a short break. We're gonna take a break for about 10 minutes, and we'll be back with game 2. We were gonna take a 15-minute break, but we already took 5 minutes of it talking. So yeah, we're gonna have a 10-minute break, and we're gonna see you on Clubhouse DoubleCross versus Valhalla, and that is in the UGL.
Yeah. Have fun. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. DoubleCross versus Valhalla Esports in the lower bracket finals, where I'm up to after. Spoiler alert: if you want to mute the stream for about 3 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, DoubleCross takes the map 7-1 or 7-2. Sorry, they took Villa. And now we're going on to Valhalla's map choice, which is Clubhouse. Where we're going to see DoubleCross on defense and Valhalla on attack, where DoubleCross is going to ban out Maverick, which is a fairly typical ban for this map. That's just going to follow immediately afterwards. Nothing is out of the ordinary here. I expect to see a Kaid soon as well, maybe even a Valkyrie or Mira from Valhalla. But again, we're just going
To
to have
be fair, the map was DoubleCross's choice, and this one is going to be Valhalla's choice. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes over here.
Not really many signs of life from Valhalla in that last one, though.
Yeah,
mute ban, interestingly. Also, for everyone in the chat, in about 15 minutes, my voice is going to disappear for like half an hour, and we're going to have Content Man casting by himself.
That's me. That's TN. That's Content Man, the man himself. Wow, I'm really famous now because I talk about myself in third person. All right, we're about to get right into this one. It looks like so. No sixth picks. Okay, never mind. I just jinxed it. I guess Rush is gonna be sixth picking to a Ying. That's a big one.
The man's
From
gonna live
Twitch,
up to his
actually.
name.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully he's actually gonna do it, and we're gonna see some interesting stuff. I want to see it happen. I want to see it happen from the CC window.
So we have some roll swaps from Valhalla. As now Meme Monkey is on a fracking roll, whereas before he was on more of a support roll on attack. So we're gonna kind of have to see how this goes. Some team damage done to Seal by, which, you know, oh well.
A bit unfortunate, but it's not too big of a damage there, so this should be fine. All right, Smarts is holding a very aggressive angle, shoots a few bullets, runs away, and he's already back inside the site. It looks like pretty much everyone from the side of Valhalla has already spawned in the side of shipping docks. That's an interesting one. We're seeing Ruse start droning on the side of gym balcony. What just happened? Was that a team?
I guess.
Yeah, I think that was a team. Unfortunate for Thomas, going down to 20 HP. Smarts is the first to go down by Meme Monkey. A pretty quick one there. Barely a minute into the round.
Yeah, that's not the kind of thing we want to have happen, although he does have all of his utility down because he's Jaeger, so that's good. But then Seal's gonna get impact knitted, just gonna get Pokeball, just gotta catch the death there. That's probably utility off the board as well. Actually,
looks like Rush is taking some damage. Yeah, that's a very big one. Trade comes out, Seal takes out Meme Monkey, Ruse takes out Lumen. Ruse also takes out Ethan. That's a big one. Ruse is planting. Zephyr is taking some of the damage. The diffuser is down with one player on the side of... never mind. Zephyr just finishes everyone off. Ethan was about to actually react to it really quickly, but Zephyr says, nah, you don't need to, buddy. You can just chill.
So far, Valhalla is demonstrating why this was their match.
That is true, and I honestly expected more from DoubleCross, even in the first round. But also, DoubleCross is quite famous for losing one round at the start and taking the rest of the game
Yeah,
against
I
a
mean,
team that is well,
a,
less powerful than them.
a lot of the so what I've kind of found through playing composite, sometimes the first say like 3 rounds are just kind of feeling out your opponent and seeing how they like to play, and just like kind of butting heads with each other. And to me, that's what it looks like for Double Cross. Like, they lose the first round, they kind of see how their opponents like to play. Then, once they've figured that out, they just go ham. So, I anticipate, if that rule holds true, that they're going to win this next round. So, Double Cross is going to go down to basement for their second defense here. So far, really nothing atypical for this setup. It looks like they're not going to be doing an SSG style roam, which is possibly for the
Unfortunate.
best.
We wanted to see it.
I mean, it's kind of boring now, though. Like, every T3 has used it, like, at one point or another. Like,
I've never
everyone
used it.
will.
I'm pretty bad at the game. That's probably why. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not at that level.
I just have to be good at yelling at people, like, telling them how to play the game.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good at that too, as long as they're worse than me.
Why are you casting Double Cross in Valhalla then, forehead?
To be honest, I don't really know. I probably have a. It's probably because I actually do have a big forehead, and it's actually extending, continuously.
Extendo forehead.
Yeah,
So,
as I continue to mold through siege rank. All right,
so
seal with the first
mauling
blood.
aside, that's gonna be the flank watch down. It sounds like she had some utility down, but it's not gonna be an ideal spot because she is dead. Me
Me
Monkey is in
monkey
dirt right
already.
now, so I'm wondering if they know he's here. Ethan gets Zephyr, which is a really good pick, but oh, downs one
That's
person.
2 down. Oh my god.
This is gonna be when the rest of the team has to capitalize, or all 2 of them rather, until Suki says no.
What a round. Oh my.
The question mark.
Just gotta.
The counter question mark. Oh no. Ruse is molding confirmed.
Ooh. That was.
So by this point, Double Cross have gained a very significant advantage in that they're in the heads of Valhalla, at least Ruse.
Yeah. Me Monkey had a big one though, but he was aiming too low. He downed 2 people, got taken down by the Aldo. He also could have.
We're gonna get a pause in here.
Yeah. That's a tactical for Valhalla. It might be another mic problem. They might need to restart. All right. Probably a siege problem this time. Yeah. Regardless, it's going to cost them a tactical pause. But we're not going to put a time limit on this one. We're just going to wait for them to reconnect and then continue the game. Now, Me Monkey, if he was aiming a little bit higher, he would have had an easy triple. But the problem with that would have been that he would have completely missed the guy in the middle who was crouching. That would have been
Yeah.
big Valkyrie.
I think your mic is kind of messed up right now. It's more like, yeah, it's more like static than anything else. I think that he probably saw the crouching guy first.
Yeah, that is a possibility. Give me a moment, please.
Yeah, your mic kind of sounds like a robot that like got kicked in the jaw.
Is that better now?
Nope, still the same.
Let me do some other stuff.
So while Tian does his impression of sounding like a robot that's been smoking for the past 40 years, I want to talk about that last round because I think the theory that I came up with that DoubleCross looks like they take the first like round or so to feel out their opponent and to see how they like to play and what they like to do. Right? So they lost the first round fairly convincingly, and then that last round was not a contest. It was not even close because I think that now they figured out how Valhalla like to play their clubhouse attacks. Right? Like they've read into it. They know what they're gonna do. And now they're gonna win. I really hope I'm not solo cast, because that'd be really awkward when I disappear. Hello, TM.
Hello, is that any
Oh
better?
no, that is so much worse.
Alright, just give me a moment. I think I know how to fix this. Any better?
Well, now it's only when you're talking again.
Oh god.
Which is technically an improvement.
Any better now?
Now it's worse, but only when you're talking.
Still same thing?
Yeah. It's not as bad now, though. Are you sure you don't need to, like, buy a new microphone?
Automatic sensitivity. Can you hear me?
Yes, but it's...
Same thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some testing.
Oh, no. Well, it's solo cast time. Let's go, baby. So we're gonna see the bandit here likely as a result of the mute being banned, I would say. Coming out from DoubleCross. That's not something you see a 10 now, although I am a bandit advocate myself since he has a really good gun in the MP7 and is a 3-speed with a C4. So we're gonna see how this defensive CC goes compared to the last one. I'm guessing it'll go better with the kind of like history that DoubleCross has had in general. So goodbye again. They tend to be really good at really feeling out their opponents and winning once they've felt them out. So I'm thinking that this CC defense is going to be a different story to the last one. Especially with, I think the Valkyrie is a new addition as well. So that'll give them some much needed information. Yeah, it looks like they're also going to try and impact trick construction wall. So a good few adaptations made. Looks like they're really gonna try and stick it to their opponents and get the round. Because right now, if they can win this is a 2-0, and they get sent straight up to the grand finals.
Alright, how's it going now?
It is much better now.
Do I have any static?
No.
I have to lower the quality of my microphone.
Huh. Nice. Now we can barely hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Microsoft, for messing everything up for me.
No problem.
What, do you work at Microsoft?
Not that I'm aware of. You know who else doesn't work at Microsoft? Smarts, because he is dead. Or, not Smarts. My Mucky, because he is dead at the hands of Smarts. So...
Good point.
A good pick right off the bat. That's a lot of utility down, as well as... I wanted to say a solid player, but he did miss like 3 kills with the LMG in his hand, so like, eh. Now... Oh, bye.
Hello again?
Hello again.
Oh, yeah,
So,
much better now.
Steel's in a really good spot here to like trying to contest someone moving into garage. The Jackal utility is already being used to try and weed out the bandit, but do they know that he's here? No, they doesn't matter because he is dead at the hands of was that Ethan that got that kill? Or did he just secure the down? Either way, it's a 5v3. 5v effectively 5v2 now for DoubleCross. Ash is gonna try and push up red stairs. It doesn't look like they know she's here. Yeah, they do now. She gets Ethan. That's the smoke off the board. That's a really huge pick, especially this late in the round. Although now that they know that the Ash is there, they're not gonna let him do too much, especially since he is dead at the hands of Smarts. And that is 30 seconds left with a 4v2. That's rough, yo. Now it's a 1v4
Smarts.
because Smarts is doing what all the rank gunners do. It's just bullying.
It is.
It's just straight up bullying.
That is true.
Alright, now I'm gonna duck out and deafen for like half an hour while I do work things.
Is my voice good?
Yes, it is good.
Alright. Is it quiet?
No, it's perfect.
Alright, thank you.
So, have fun.
Well, I'm guessing I will be
Yes.
I will be taking over, and
Yes, you will.
so we saw a DoubleCross win here. I'm gonna mark it in the stats. As we go into round 4, we're gonna see a gym bedroom hold. Actually, I didn't say goodbye to aliossz. I kind of feel bad about that, but can't do anything about it now. He's already deafened. So we're seeing a mirror brought out for the bathroom hold. Lumen is actually already putting it down completely fearless because, well, there's no Twitch drone in the prep phase anymore, as she has a regular drone at the beginning of the drone phase. We're gonna see an extension made all the way into the cash room, and also the double walls in CCTV are also being reinforced. There is a bulletproofing place in CCTV as well, so it's going to be a very, very committed hold in CCTV and cash. So let's see if Valhalla actually knows whether or not it's a CC hold or not. So Meme Monkey just does a quick check on his drone, possibly going to be running into garage very soon. We're seeing okay, Meme Monkey's almost in rafters completely now. The wall has been breached by Thomas. I believe he was called to do it. So there's 2 members of DoubleCross in holding red and cash. That would be Smart and Suki. It's actually pretty important that Suki peeks Meme Monkey. Meme Monkey didn't expect it, and he just got taken out. Now it's down to a 4v5 in favor of DoubleCross. Stefan could have gotten shut down right there if he didn't back off into the rafters. Now it's all down to the next 1 minute for us to see what actually goes down. We've seen Lumen on the Goya as well, so he's been using that vector skin quite a bit. Well, Zephan pushed back into CC to take the diffuser, rappelling up onto the roof, going to join his teammates on the side of Jim. A nade is coming out from the Nook. Lumen takes about 20 damage, doesn't see the person running into Jim. Rush actually kills one, and now is holding position inside Jim. That is a good one. He has almost complete control of that. A nade coming in looking like it could do some damage, but no. Seal actually takes out Rush. It's all down to Thomas. And Thomas does a trade with Smarts. And the round ends in the favor of DoubleCross. That could have gone much better for Valhalla since they had gym control, but the Yana didn't play it carefully enough, and that just kind of messed it up for him. Very well. Go into round 5. One round before we see the technically 2 rounds before the side switching. This time, DoubleCross is going to go to Church. I believe that is actually the probably the first. Let me just check and make sure. Yeah, that's actually the first one that they won in this map. So yeah, it was the one with Moon Monkey not having the correct crosshair placement. I mean, still, in his defense, there was a player crouching, so he was gonna kill the guy who was crouching. And he did. He downed 2 people, but still that didn't go well. Because there was an Elda on the side of DoubleCross. I'm wondering if a Smarts is going to be putting a mirror window on that church wall from the side of blue. Even though Seal had gone for a spawn peek on main stairs, looked like nothing came of it. Nobody spawned over there. C4s have been pre-placed this time. I think one of them at least. Not 100% sure. Alright, Suki's taking a fight with the Nook. Or was that the Hibana? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was the Hibana. The Hibana goes down, and Suki confirms the kill. Some angles are being held from both sides. It's kind of just a very, very spread out hold and a very, very spread out attack. C4 came out from Lumen. Nothing came of it, though. Smarts is actually peeking that hole. And Seal is running away after being zapped by a Twitch drone. Alright, it seems like Valhalla has pretty much full control over the hallway there. And Zephyr is running down the stairs. He's going to have to face the mirror very soon. Well, not the mirror himself, but the Valkyrie behind the mirror window. Actually, Zephyr is now back up here in the central hallway. And he moves to stage, probably rotating to push from blue. And Ash Charge will be shot towards the mirror window there. Ooh, Seal takes a beautiful shot at Ruse's dome there. And a grenade comes out. He moves backwards a little bit. Grenade completely fell in behind the mirror window. Zephyr has pushed into the bottom of the main stairs. Seal is ready to take a fight against that sledge. He actually pushes in pretty quickly, but Smarts is ready to stop him in his tracks. Now we have a 2v5. Smarts takes the fight against Rush, deals a lot of damage but doesn't kill him. It's down to a 2v4. 2 go down from both sides. And Thomas is planting. Thomas is getting pre-fired by Suki, but even though he gets off the plant, he's not able to kill Suki and continue to put the diffuser down. A very, very nice kill for Suki on the Jaeger, and a round for DoubleCross. Now, this is the last round before the switch, so we're gonna see if Valhalla can make it into a five. Valhalla can make it into 4-2, or DoubleCross will make it into a 5-1 score. All right, this is going to be a CCTV hold. This is the first site that DoubleCross went to. This is actually the third time they're going to it. The first time they lost it. Second time was round 3. They won it. And lastly, on round 6, they managed to. They are going to be defending it. All right, the action phase has begun, and we're seeing Smarts on the roam here. It looks like nobody from the side of Valhalla has spawned on the side of Warehouse, which is usually where teams start their attack at the site, is the CCTV site. But this is not the case for Valhalla. Ruse is going to be the first to shoot some bullets at the CCTV window. It actually looks like Rush is going to be opening a hole into the gym double wall thingy. Ooh, Ethan with a beautiful shot on Me Monkey. Shuts him down. And it's down to a 4v5 in favor of DoubleCross. Another early pick, which I think last time we had the same thing happen. Zephyr almost takes Jaeger's head off, but Smarts backs off quickly as he's being tracked by the Jackal. Seal, however, is okay. What a nice shot from Zephyr there. Seal is going below the attacker's point of attack, and Smarts has pulled himself all the way back to the red stairs, holding an angle on construction door. A grenade comes out. That is not gonna take the bandit off, it looks like. Smarts is taking some shots through the smoke there, but nothing really comes of it. He's okay. Suki actually kills Roots, and we're gonna see a 4v3 now. Still in favor of DoubleCross. Thomas peeks into the breach hole, and Smarts shuts him down, and then says goodbye to Zephyr. Now Rush is going to be rotating to the stock room. I guess in a couple seconds he's just going to run in. He's probably going to track one or two people right here. Be able to get a fresh track there on the Valkyrie. Valkyrie is probably going to peek him in just a second. But yeah, he does die to him, but Suki refrags him immediately. And another round will go to DoubleCross. It's now a 5-1 score for DoubleCross. They are 2 rounds away from taking their position in the grand finals of UGL Season 2. UGL EU Season 2, as the NA side of things is on Season 3. Very well, we're quickly going to see Valhalla choose Church. Now, keep in mind, Attack was probably the side that DoubleCross was Actually, I think I got that wrong. The team that chooses the map doesn't choose a side. I'm sorry, my apologies. I messed that up really big. So what happened was defense was Valhalla's choice on Villa, and defense was DoubleCross's choice on Clubhouse. So that actually makes a lot more sense, and I apologize for making that mistake. We're gonna go back into the game here after I confess to my sins, and all right. So Valhalla technically should be more confident. Well, again, it is their map, but it wasn't their side. But this is now their side. So they would need to win all 6 rounds back to back if they want to get a chance at map 3. Or they would have to win at least 5 of them to take it to overtime. Mean Monkey takes some damage. Smart stakes out Thomas, but not before Reeves kills Suki. So it's a 4 versus 4 now, pretty equal on the side of things. Smarts and Mean Monkey have taken some damage, and on the HP side of things, it's in DoubleCross's favor. Ethan is being droned in through the main stairs. Okay, he struggles a little bit with that. Default camera, but he does make himself an angle all the way down to the basement. It looks like actually I didn't notice that Valhalla had brought an echo into this, so this could go completely against their favor, but eventually end up being their win because they have the echo. If the echo doesn't die too early. Alright, Ethan clears out the barbed wire on the bottom of main stairs, and he starts proning to get an angle into the armory site. A smoke grenade comes out. Well, not grenade. A gas canister, I mean. But it doesn't get close enough to move Ethan out of position. We're seeing now Smarts pushing through the blue stairs. He gets shotgunned in the face by Mean Monkey. Mean Monkey taking another angle on the blue stairs takes out that sneaky Flores running in. Lumen, however, trades immediately. Ruse with the headshot on Ethan, and he himself gets down. Lumen is down to 1 HP, and the round gets finished as Rush takes a few bullets and puts them in Lumen's body. All right, we might just see a comeback here, but to me that looked like pretty dominant play from Valhalla. Again, it is their map, and since attack wasn't their side, defense probably is. So we'll have to see how this goes. Sorry for going quiet. I was cleaning my glasses so I could see better. Very well, the setup is being made in CCTV. And, well, this was also the second site that DoubleCross had a win in, but it was the first site that they started playing in. But they lost that first round, so we'll have to see how this one goes. If Valhalla can take it or not. Looks like Lumen will be the first to get on drones for his team, while Smart is starting to... well, he actually doesn't really do anything with that. Very well. So the floor's drone doesn't really do much, but the second one actually gets shut down by the smoke on red stairs. It looks like Ethan and Smarts have taken control over a bedroom, and ooh, Ethan gets the kill on Ruse. And Smarts is about to take a fight against this Jaeger, but he actually kills Ethan, and that's a pretty big one. Now Smarts is holding a very wide angle, and Thomas, you shouldn't peek that door while you're still reloading. Calm down, buddy. Now Smarts throws his grenade in there to disable the... never mind. The Aruni gate. Because he wanted to use his grenades. But he actually gets killed by Rush. Down to 3v3. Looking pretty good for Valhalla right now. Now the breach is already open. It is very possible for DoubleCross to still take this. But it looks pretty much in... Okay, Lumen with the kill on Rush. He makes it into a 2v3. Now, Zephin evens it out, but Suki returns fire and makes it into a 2v1 now. It's all down to a... to Meme Monkey against... Oops. Okay, that was a hologram. I thought it was actually Yana herself. Ooh, what a shot by Meme Monkey. Does a huge chunk of damage to Suki, but the Flores just pushes in from red and takes a round for his team. It's now map point for DoubleCross, or technically a complete match point, as if they take this one, they take it to the grand finals. Alright, well, it looks like Valhalla wants a rematch in the CCTV site. If they do manage to take this one, we'll see a something of a come back to life, as it was a thing a round ago, but DoubleCross brought it back, and they just need one round now. So it's either Valhalla winning 4 rounds and taking it to overtime for chance at a third map, which would give them another chance to take it to the grand finals, or it could just end right here. Already 15 seconds into the action phase, we're not seeing much action just yet, even though Rush was trying to spawn peek there. but he decided against it as nobody was really spawning over there. It looks like Thomas took a little bit of damage. I'm not sure where he took that from. The Yana hologram tries to jump in, but gets shut down immediately by Thomas not letting the hologram take any information.
Very aggressive positioning here from Rush. He looks like he's going for that opening pick. He's positioned himself very well against the Scorpius tank, though, on that master window. He can get some nice run-outs.
Very unexpected, but everyone, that is 6shot joining us for the last few rounds of this cast, possibly the last few rounds. We're seeing a lot of damage be traded, but a lot of it is going to be taken by the Valhalla players.
Very slow take here, as characteristic of a Raptors take. Not very much. Oh, as I say that, Ash with the opening pick onto that muscle. That's con control. This might just be a backstab.
That is true, but they are prepared for that as Mean Monkey's on red, shooting a bunch of bullets. As I say that, Suki takes. Yes, Suki actually kills the guy in Raptors and takes control for that. Okay.
Tough for Valhalla to be in. They have no control outside of the site.
Thomas Monkey, but gets a pick. Yeah, Thomas says you're not gonna get this flawless from us. You can have the game, but you can't have the flawless.
Yeah.
And Suki with the final pick of the match. This was actually, we're seeing consistent results with the last game, as every single player on the side of DoubleCross has a higher rating than every single player on the side of Valhalla. That's a pretty big one. All right, so I guess that's about it. I don't really have anything to add to this. It was a nice game. It got a little stale, to be honest, as it did get just a bit too slow at times, but we had a dominant performance from the side of DoubleCross. Now let me just grab some of the players for an interview. Six shot, do you have anything to add?
I'm afraid I didn't catch much of the game. I got there a little bit too late to
right,
get much information.
DoubleCross is turning in Ethan here. I'm gonna bring him in. Gonna take away his server mute. Very well, Ethan. How are you doing? You should probably unmute yourself.
Hello. Good evening. I am doing great.
So, what are your thoughts on Valhalla's performance? What are your thoughts on your team's performance? Actually, I believe Rando was away. Actually, I think Rando plays as a sub, and I think he is your coach. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. Rando is our coach and sub. He calls himself a subpar sub, but I disagree with that. But we finally completed our roster, and it's good.
It's very good. It is very good indeed. Well, that was a pretty dominant performance there. Would you like to give us some insight into into what caused it?
Well, I think we finally completed our roster, which really gave us confidence. We came into this match expecting to win. We knew we were the better team. We did have some complications. Like, I don't know if you know, but for the second half from round 6 onwards of Villa, one of our teammates, Smart, could not speak. His mic broke. He managed to
Ooh.
get a replacement for the next game, but his mic broke.
We
and
actually
we still showed
we
up.
actually made a couple jokes about it, saying that
Yeah,
he
Seal
probably
wouldn't
just
stop playing.
ran
Seal
out of
wouldn't
his
stop talking.
house. Yeah, he probably just ran out of his house, got to the nearest computer hardware store, and grabbed the mic. Um,
I think that was pretty much it. Yeah.
so the joke was true. Joke's on us. Well, it looks like Valhalla is opting out of the interview. I guess they're not with the best spirits right
Yeah,
now.
their mental didn't seem
That
great.
is, yeah, it is understandable. But one thing that made me want to see a third map be played here was the fact that Valhalla beat Seekers last week. And actually, not last week, but the week before that. And that's a pretty big feat, considering that, as you could see, the tournament was happening. Seekers completely deleted Team ATC, completely deleted Ionized, and even Metasport struggled against Seekers. So for Valhalla to beat Seekers, that was a big one. I expected much better from them in this game. And it looks like we're going to see you guys play against Metasport in the grand finals. I wish you luck, and congratulations for earning your rematch.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll go into the final. We'll have our full roster, a few tricks up our sleeve, and hopefully we'll come out on top. I'll be excited
Probably
to play
you're
that
gonna
match.
probably you're gonna save strats for half the game, give confidence to Metasport, and just use all the
We'll see.
information that he can get to clap back, as some like to call it. Well, again, congratulations to you and your team for making it into the grand finals of UGL EU Season 2. And I guess we'll see you next week. Well, actually, Metasport has a boot camp next week. It looks like they're going to have to play this one with a 1 week delay. So it's 2 weeks from now. It's going to be a little bit stale. But we're going to have an NA match, everyone. We're going to have the NA lower bracket final happening this week, I think in a day or two, and the NA grand finals happening next week. So that's going to be very interesting to watch. Thank you, Ethan, for coming to the interview, and thank you all for watching. I would also like to thank aliossz for assisting me with this cast, as I usually forget a lot of words to say, and he fills it in. Thank you, Six Shot, for the last round.
Anytime.
And I would also like to thank Dan for the great observation, as always. And good night again to everyone, and goodbye.